This video is intended for adults and children upwards the age of 14. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to the Nerd Crate, fellas and fellerines. Sounds horrible, doesn't it? I mean, I have respect for everything, but some makeup stuff? Meh. Welcome back, people. Neutral enough, isn't it? In today's little nerdism fix, I got for you a figure that's been longer in my possession, but I figured with all the Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter stuff, higher class by Storm Collectibles, I wanted to show you a figure that's not as good. It's styled nicely, but it's not good. Ultimate Source, Killer Instinct, Series 1, Wave 1, Fulgore, from the 2013 Killer Instinct reboot. I was very happy to find this guy at my local, the local meaning 45 kilometers, about, I believe, 30 miles away, something like that, GameStop. I saw that in the back and I thought, man, that's your favorite character from that game. He has to come. And so it did, and I was pretty much disappointed. Like, now he stands, you know, because I pushed him in really far, but nevertheless, we will look at all that stuff and I will show you the problems, which there are awful many. But first of all, packaging. A nice box, really nice box. We have partially varnished Killer Instinct on the front with a glorious Killer Instinct render in the back, shortly before firing his beam laser, ages 14 plus. Fitting to the channel, Fulgore and everything rotated to the left. We have a partially varnished picture of Fulgore, and I think that could even be the figure. That could even be the figure. I'm pretty sure that's a prototype. Fulgore, a new Fulgore online with a singular directive: eliminate enemies of Ultra Tech. I got the price still on there, so you see he wasn't that super cheap. Full body articulation on the back when you rotate it to the left with examples who's still coming. Little sad detail, the line probably wasn't as successful because Spinal with a fat base never was released. Exchangeable stuff, etc. Everything partially varnished, looks really cool, and again rotated to the left. Picture of Fulgore on his base with Killer Instinct and him partially varnished. On top, KI partially varnished, and below it says empty and some remarks where it was designed and stuff. So and inside it's held safely via a black clamshell. Everything else also a little change. When stuff is small enough and I can throw it around and roll it around and everything, I will do the 360 down below. And here we got him, and as you see, trying to straighten him up, his leg came off. He's like he's a modular design. That is not the bad thing, but they're not that super tight in there. It's sad. Nevertheless, he comes with a few accessories, and we look at those first. I can't quite remember anymore if he actually comes with a with instructions, but he came with a special styling to it. I don't own Killer Instinct anymore, but I still got this, so maybe I will keep it. And if I maybe go down the line somewhere, way, shape or form, and get myself an Xbox One back, then I still got this. Laminated card, high quality, nothing to complain. Comes with two sets of blades, two of which are serrated steel and two of which are more a laser or plasma styling. They look good enough, but because the plasma all look the same, I'll show you just this. We have great sculpting everywhere. Like below here, that's not the problem, but up here we got some styling in there, and the blade color itself is really nice. The problem is that it's just you know, it's just soft rubber, and the problem is it won't stay. Like you can keep this held like this for, I don't know, maybe half an hour or something like that. I'm not doing that to you, but as you can see, it just bends itself back to the horrible position beforehand. So yeah, there's that. Also with the original head on there, this is where it belongs, and you have a pack and port. And like now it's in securely, but I have this standing for quite some time now. It doesn't hold securely. Like I wiggled in like nothing. I pushed it in, I did a little like this, and it comes out. So it's not a good fit, just so you know. But that's how it's supposed to be. And next we got these serrated steel ones. They are also supposed to be in parallel, but again, it is soft rubber and they were warped in the package, and you have just no chance of warping them back. But we have some good details with some holding here and a screw here, and that's rather nice. And you guessed it already, with the other head on, this is what he actually looks like. Like this is the set, how it's supposed to be in the game. This head and this set of blades belong to each other, and this is the look then. Rather cool. But of course I'm not showing you that head in assembled manner too. We have the special edition cat hair, that's always nice. And we have great styling overall with some interesting twirly like engraving in here. Silver on here, gunmetal here, black here, red here. That looks all nice with cables here and some other cables. Those are meant to emulate his alternate pigtails, you know, or ponytail or something like that, with some tubing down here. So that looks all nice and fair. What you just heard was again the leg, while I'm trying to put in this head in back again to show you the exchange. And when you want to exchange said head, you first unplug these cables from the back of his neck, which is actually nice. And then you just pull this one off. It's on a simple ball pack, and you just push this on, connect the, a little weird with the cable. There are cables like everywhere. Chill out, dude. Anyway, you connect the cables back to the port, and no, I'm not talking like Fulgore, I'm just trying to concentrate because all those cables are everywhere and they're rather stiff. So that's how it's supposed to look, and if you're lucky the leg stays in, if not then yeah. Last accessory I showed you assembled, but it comes disassembled. We have this base which is awesomely detailed, looks very nice with the tier plating here and the grating here. It's all gunmetal and a little bit of a bronze or copper wash over there also, like here too, and here it's a little bit more yellow due to the, oh, here we got some caution railings. It's also very nice. So that's looking fine. Down below is nothing, but it says TM 2016 Ultimate Source. I think this is the company actually. And we got some actual safety railing here that they're detailed nicely. I have no gripes with that. And we have some packs in here, and then you can push these in here. And this last one, it's meant like being a little bit more fucked up from a battle. So that's the base, and it's fine. It's looking really cool, and it holds Fulgore better than, let's say, he would try to stand it up himself, because he has these pegs in the foot here, and he is meant to go like in here and in here, and then actually have like his, you know, his firing post. So that's how it's supposed to look. God, this figure. And then the foot comes off again. So I love that they wanted to do figures the way they did it. But let's talk about the figure, which is nice. The figure itself is styled nicely. It looks great. And I love the character. I really do. And I love to play him. I really do. But I don't like to fiddle or play with this figure. No, I do not. Nevertheless, we have gunmetal all over the place. That is done nicely, and we have different shadings of it. Like here it is more a little bit of a brown, it's super shiny, and we have some little bit more silver like down here and down here with some tubing here. Even the ball joints are kind of stylized. Tubing down here, great. Well, even the head is warped. I just see that now, damn. But the eyes are not lifeless, they are red. This is always nice. And his orange ponytail in the back here. I always found this weird with the ponytail, but that's Fulgore. And we have some, let me see it real quick, yeah. We have some pretty cool energy venting like going down in here. That's all nice. Here is from the back. So this is the exchange for me not doing 360 anymore. You can check it out here and have it all around. So pause wherever you like. And his actual full styling then is having these blades in, and the leg comes apart all the time. This is not funny. I don't know what's the case with it. I think this is the full ball joint that's coming off. I don't quite know. It could be that it's not even supposed to be that articulated. I don't know. Anyway, this is how it's supposed to look with the blades. And a little bit of a heads up, we are not doing poses. And I'm just showing you here how he compares with Storm collectibles, because this guy is not posable. You can put it in exactly one pose and that's it. So for articulation, we have the head on the ball. That gives you a little bit of confused dog look, left and right, or attitude, and also left and right, but due to these cables it's limited. If you want to have more articulation, you need to unplug it, but then the look, of course, is off. So put this back in, but then you're limited. Waist rotation. The arm comes all around. It's on a ball joint that is somewhat pinned with a plastic bit here. A little bit front, a little bit back, like you've seen all around. Single jointed elbow gives you 90 degrees with some tubing here that's flexible enough so it doesn't hinder that. Nothing on the hand. Same on the other side. The leg is articulated like, this is not a real ball, you know, it's only a ball that holds the leg. But you can only rotate it around this here, and then you have a leg that gives you slightly over 90 degrees and nothing on the foot. That was it. Nothing more. And then you can try to pose him onto the base, and that's it's even worse, I gotta say, it's even worse than the McFarlane Spawn back in the day that were a better hybrid of action figure and statue, because the things that were supposed to move, moved, and they moved well, and it looked great as a statue. This guy just falls apart everywhere, which is sad. Still, he wasn't that overly expensive, so this is where it's kind of saved. But only kind of. I will talk to you then about a minute. But for a comparison, here you got Storm Collectibles Rain. So given it roughly about the same level, they would be roughly around the same height, which is wrong, because this guy needs to be a head taller than a ninja, I would say. But yeah, there was that. So there you got it, folks. Killer Instincts Fulgore by Ultimate Source. If he's good, you ask? Sorry for the long pause, but I was like really? Do I need to tell you about this? I don't think so. I think this speaks pretty much for itself. Like what is nice and what is there is paint. That looks good. And the packaging, that is good. Maybe a point where you feel like, why did you rate engineering better than articulation? Because the engineering at least is there. And they put in some joints that are good, like a single jointed knee and elbow that gives you 90 degrees, that is good. But the engineering itself is bad, you know? And since the engineering already is bad, the articulation is worse, because the leg comes off and the head is restricted and all of that stuff. Like that they also put accessories in there is cool. Like they want to have a little bit of playability in there, and you pick him up, but as soon as you pick him up, you are like, man, this guy falls apart. And this is just sad, you know? And at 35 bucks, it is not a lot, but what you're getting is just not good. So a value for money, barely. That is barely. So I love that I have him because I love the character. That's what I said before. And I also love that you know, Double Helix and Microsoft and everybody involved went through and said, okay, you guys wanted action figures, here you got an action figure. But they went the cheapest possible way. And that's just not good. And that's where the rating comes in. He doesn't fall apart completely, and I will keep him, but I'm still thinking about my custom. I thought about maybe buying a cheap T600 by Hot Toys and then making a Fulgore of it. I still got styrene, and I think that would be fairly easy. Fairly. But another day, another conquest, I would say. So that was that. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like, please subscribe, I would appreciate it. And head over to our Patreon if you want to support us guys, or also to Teespring if you like this t-shirt, and to Instagram if you enjoy toy news daily. What I get, I post. All right? Next up is on the Collector's Bay. Head on over, leave a sub, Voice of Chaos this evening. Looking forward to that. And on Sunday, good question, what comes Sunday? I don't know, but Thursday, my little crate hangout special with the developer James of TechCom 2029, a Terminator game. Looking forward to that. I hope you do too. Maybe I can post some interesting information from that guy. Really, 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 really looking forward to that. So until the next time, I just say appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a nice rest of the week. Always record a little bit ahead, so sorry for. Anyway, bye.